I was talking to this one guy. I met him through Hinge. I was obsessed with this man. I searched him up. His whole entire life story, background, school, everything was right there. I literally died. I was, oh my God, I threw my phone.
Did he see it? The first thing is looks.
I'm a character for sure, so I kind of look for that in other people. Make me laugh initially right off the bat. That's kind of usually a good sign. I run a lot in Newport on the pier. But this one time I see this one guy and then that kind of sparked a thing and he followed me, I followed him back. But it's kind of fun how TikTok will link you to people that are near you.
That started with Tinder. Tinder was doing that for a while. Yeah. Hi everyone, it's Tonia Ryan from Fix Your Search and I'm so excited today. I have this adorable girl. Her name is Elise. Hi Elise.
Hi.
So Elise, tell me a little bit about you. First off, tell me how old you are, where you're from.
Okay. I am 24 years old. I'm from Stockton, California. That's just north of where we're at now. I moved down here 6 years ago for school. And then, I graduated about 2 years ago and I just decided to never leave again. I plan on relocating soon, but I've been out here. I love it. Southern California is literally just so different from where I grew up.
Great. So as far as the dating scene, first off, let's ask you this. Are you single? Are you in a relationship? What is your dating status now?
Very single.
Okay.
Very single, but dating around for sure. Yeah.
So when you meet people, where do you normally meet them? Do you meet them online, in person, both?
Honestly, wherever I can get it. Majority of my dates do come from Hinge. I've tried other dating apps, but for the majority, Hinge is the winner. People seem more authentic on there.
They do? And in what way?
I just feel like Bumble, it's very expected that you're just there for a hookup. And
okay.
That's so scary. Just Hinge is more, I feel like people go on real dates there. They actually want to connect with people. Conversations have always been on par. Every time I've had 2 Bumble dates and I've actually never wanted to speak to them again. So
that's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go down how this goes. Okay, so you go on whichever app that you like the best. You see someone that you like, you guys match, however it works. As soon as there's any sort of connection when they start reaching out and you like them, or even before then, do you ever search them?
Do I search them
on Google, on their Instagrams?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, absolutely.
It's actually such a funny story.
Okay, well let's hear it.
I was talking to this one guy. I met him through Hinge. I didn't plan to meet up with him, but I found him at a bar. And we ended up having one of the greatest dates ever. Slept on the beach, woke up next morning, and I was obsessed with this man. Didn't talk to him for a week, but I searched him up because I'm who is this man?
So you searched him up after, not at the bar when you met him or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
Afterwards, after we had hit it off, and I we just didn't talk for a week, and then he texted me to hang out, and I was oh, of course, absolutely 100% I'm there. And so I had Googled him in my private browser.
Okay, and why did you choose private?
I think I actually clicked private for some reason. I don't even use that. But that's what was on. And so I Googled him, and then I was I guess later on I go back to my thing and I'm wait, why am I on private still? So I go back to my regular browser, of course, and I didn't X out that. And then whatever later, we go to hang out and we're just chatting, and somehow private browser comes up, and I'm I have nothing to hide. I don't even use
right
that.
In the search.
I don't even use that. And so I go over to my Safari and I click private. His name, face, and because he's does something he's a finance bro or something. So his whole entire life story, background, school, everything was right there. I literally died. I was oh my God, I threw my phone. And
did he see it?
Yes. And
okay, what did he say?
He didn't have a reaction.
Oh, he didn't?
He
probably.
was just oh, and I was expecting to be so clown about it, but we just kind of forgot about that happening. I don't know. That scared me.
But you think that searching people is super important?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they're especially out here. I mean, you're gonna have people that are having full lawsuits against them, you know?
Well, I would say it's everywhere, because what's funny is when I talk to people about dating all the time, they say to me, oh, especially in this area, especially here, but it seems to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Because nowadays there's the internet, right? Okay, when I was growing up, do you know what guys used to have to do to get me to actually go out with them?
Talk to your dad.
It was
I don't know.
That's a great answer. But it was a big deal. First off, let's say they met in a bar like you just did. they had to make eye contact with me and send a drink over. If you accepted the drink, that meant, okay, maybe you can come over. But if you said, no, I don't want the drink, the poor guy, he felt so bad. He tried, but then he normally would send it to someone else if he didn't take it, right? So then after that, they had to come over, talk to you, be cool enough, nice enough, and get your phone number. They had to make sure you gave them the right phone number, because most of the time we would give out the wrong phone number, our fake phone number, just to get them to go away. So then they had to call us. After they called us, we had to answer the phone, actually say we were there, because I used to tell my grandma all the time, no, I'm not here, right? So they had to go through that, and then after that, they had to actually get the date, come pick us up, and then take us to the movies or dinner or whatever. What do guys have to do now to get a date with you? What do they have to do?
I don't know, I guess it's for me, if I'm very spontaneous. If they have an interesting idea, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Okay.
Like in the last week, I had a fire pit just a couple days ago, and then before that, I went to turtle racing in Venice. It's
okay.
like, if there's an interesting idea, like not just like, oh, like let's get dinner sometime. I'll leave that. Like I'm like, whatever. It's not an interest to me. But
what about if it was like a dream guy, right? And he wanted to go have dinner.
Okay, that's different.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's just like everything, look-wise, immediately, yeah. And
so is that the first thing? Is it the first thing is looks?
I feel like personality as well. I'm just like a very like personality-based person. So like I know I'm a character for sure. So I kind of look for that in other people. If I can like text you and you like make me laugh initially, like right off the bat, that's kind of usually a good sign. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I'm like very like, I don't have like a direct way. It's just like, if it works, it works. If not.
But you're open to trying, which is nice. That's great. And it's cool now that you guys are doing like different group type dates at first. I think that's good and important, but I think it's also good to do one-on-one, because then that's when you actually get to see how much you like the person.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there's a lot of little different things around you that distract you, and you could be having a great night and you think it's more about that person when it's really the vibe or whatever's going on. And when you actually sit down with the person is when you can really, find out more about them. But let's say before that, right? Okay, so you find someone you like. Let's go back into the search part. So when you're searching, you said the first thing you said was Google, which is important. That is the #1 search engine in the world. ChatGPT actually just started a new one, but I don't think anyone should really use that yet, because there's a lot of information that it's not populating correctly. And I wouldn't want people to miss out on a date because they saw something wrong or it's the wrong person, right? So when you're Googling, are you doing anything like phrases? Let's say the guy's name is John Smith. Are you just typing in John Smith, or what else are you typing in?
Usually just name and city.
And city.
If it's there, it's there. If not, I just take it. I'm like, oh, they don't exist. Question.
Yes.
Have you heard of the
No, tell me what that is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the app, it's a new app that it's girls only.
Okay.
You have to use your ID and you have to like go through a process to get on the app.
Okay.
And it's an app where it's all over. You can search specifically by location and name. And there's like a bunch of filters, but it's about men. It's about if there's T on a man. So
okay.
I have a really close friend. His girlfriend put him on the and so now he's like all over that. And it's
so
like
that's
now
another
in Newport, if someone searches his name,
okay,
he's on there. So
okay.
It's forever, and like all the girls know about it. Like for a while it was just girls knowing about it, but the guys know now too. But they can't get access to it. And
well, the fact that you just said it's forever, that's what everyone needs to remember. Everything that goes online now, for the most part, is forever, unless you have ways for people like me that can help you fix your search, and I can help get things taken down. We can help suppress it, all of that. But I don't think that there's anything more important nowadays with dating. As far as, first off, you want to know who you're going with. Second off, it's safety. Safety is huge for girls and for guys, actually. They never know, is this the real person? So what are you doing that when you're actually searching them, that you can see that it's a real person? What are you looking for?
I've used it usually afterwards.
Okay. So you're dating first and then searching later, or sometimes you're doing
if I connect with them and I'm like, okay, like maybe this person's a good person, like I'll look into it. But for the most part, like maybe I'll just check their socials, because like on Hinge, like they'll put their Instagram sometimes. Okay. If not, I'll just take it as mysterious and just wing it. But yeah, I actually don't do much research beforehand.
I think, you definitely want to do that, right?
Sure.
It doesn't have to be a huge deep dive, but you want to make sure that the person is who they say they are.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, AI has just started. AI is something that's so new. I'm sure you've seen on Instagram. I've used AI, but I use different things with AI as far as pictures, And then of course it's the real me. Anyone can search me. I am an open book, which I think is really important nowadays. Everyone else should be. And I know there are privacy things. Some people think, well, I'm very private, or their jobs or things like that. And that's very respectable as well. But if they are dating online, then the two kind of don't go together. If you know what I mean. If they're professional, then LinkedIn should really be big. They should make sure they're all over LinkedIn. Everyone should have Instagram, because that's where people are looking to see kind of what your daily life is and who your friends are and what you're doing. Even YouTube. I mean, I have a lot of clients that I've had them actually make a YouTube profile specifically for dating or for work, so that people know who they are, because that would show you what they really look like. It's not something that's, you know, altered or fake. I mean, have you encountered anything that's been fake or catfished or anything?
Catfished, absolutely. Oh my God.
Tell me a story about that.
I mean, it's not so much, I mean, just like using really old pictures, and then you get there and then they're about like, they just like significantly different, and you're just like, okay, wow, like you did that. I'm here now. Probably never see you again, but you know, like.
Do you ever talk on the phone before you meet up? After you guys swipe and match, you don't talk first? Do you text? You don't text first?
Oh, I always text first.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually have to have like some kind of solid conversation beforehand. Okay. Or a lot of times, like I'll have people that like follow me through Hinge on my Instagram, and they'll just like swipe up for like 3-4 months, and then I'm finally like, okay, like now's a good time, like let's do it. So it's like I get to know them kind of for like that short amount of time, just seeing them on Instagram and they see me. So it's kind of like we have a mutual understanding who we are, but like it's very like, I don't know. That's why I'm all over. I kind of like do certain things one time, and then another time it's just very spontaneous, and I'm,
Do any of your friends ask you to search somebody, or they say, I just met this guy, I'm dating him, and then everyone's like, oh, let's pull him up and see what's going on here?
Not so much, because I don't know, I feel like for me, I just am like, again, spontaneous. I'm not asking my friends for opinions. I'm like, I'm doing this, like, guys, like, and then they'll be like, where are you at right now? Because I'll just post like what I'm doing, and then they're like, oh, of course, enjoy her.
I have a client that actually, he's a male, and he met this girl, he loved her, he thought she was so great, like this is it, mom, sister, everyone, I think I found the one, right? Well, then his sister, she's doing the super deep dive because she wants to see who this is dating her brother, and she's, you know, finding more and more stuff about the girl, not super negative, but maybe things that he wouldn't have liked or whatever. But nevertheless, a lot of times there's so many different people out there in the world that can influence your decision yourself. You know, so that's why when you have your search, like for you, I looked at your Instagram first. Your Instagram is adorable. It's, you know, you're really showing who you are, that you're fun, outgoing. I think that's very smart. If you wanted to do things outside of dating, like for your career, different things like that, finding a new job, you would definitely want your LinkedIn really good. You want to beef that up. You want to show everyone, look, this is who I am. This is why you should hire me. This is why I'm such an asset to your company. And even if you're doing little teeny articles like about yourself and you put them on LinkedIn, like about things you've done for work, that's really important to do as well. Have you been on YouTube or LinkedIn or any of that yourself?
I am on LinkedIn, but I don't use it professionally. I feel like at a point right now, I haven't done anything career-wise that's like worth putting on there. I work in a restaurant right now.
Oh, but let me stop you right there. You could never say that you haven't done anything that's worth putting on there, because what you're doing every day, whatever job you're going to, that's very important to a lot of different people. And what did you just say that you're doing, that you said you work where?
At a restaurant.
And what do you do there?
I'm a server.
Okay, do you know how important that is? That to me, I grew up, I was a server right out of high school before I started different businesses and things like that, but it was my most favorite job in the world to this day.
So fun.
It was so fun, and you impact people's lives whether you know it or not. You walk up to them, you serve them, they love seeing your smiling face, so don't ever think that. So those are things that you should be putting out there. I am this right now, I love this, but this is the next step that I'm going to. This is what I like. What are your goals of what you would like to do?
At this moment, I really was interested in joining Secret Service.
Really?
Yeah, but I want to take this like next journey to Hawaii, and I want to just get super, because I'm going out there solo, so I'm just gonna like really just self-focus, like, and I want to get super strong, because to go to
working
the
out
Secret Service, you have to kind of be at a certain like, you have to be able to like protect people.
Okay.
So I want to get strong, just fit, and yeah, that's my next goal.
Well, you should definitely do that. And that's so important. Again, what you're doing there, you could record yourself, show the process, show what you're doing. So not only does that help you with dating, because that'll show so many different guys how lucky they would be to be able to be with you and what your future goals are. It'll help attract someone else who has future goals, right? Because you're showing yourself. Then for work, it shows, oh, look what she's doing. And then when you actually go for that job, you show them how hard you worked along the way. How would they not hire you? They would have to, because you're showing who you are. And I think people forget, right? There's social media, there's filming, there's all these things we're doing, but there really needs to be a reason. There's likes, followers, all that's fine, right? But what's really important is it's there because it's supposed to be social. Us showing who we are and showing the best part of ourselves. And I know we get busy and it's like, oh, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing this or blah, blah, blah. But later on, you will love that. You will love that you put all that out there. You will love that one day when you have a family and kids and grandkids, even if you think you won't have them now, you probably will, because when I was your age, I didn't think I was going to have any. And now he's standing right back there. But that's beside the point. You really will love showing the world who you are and putting, your best foot forward. And this way you're going to get the best job, the best partner, the best all of that, because you are telling people, look, this is who I am. You have to tell people who you are versus them trying to look at you and figure out and be like, oh, she's so cute, she's adorable. So what else do we show them? Yeah. So let's talk about something really fun now. Do you have a celebrity crush? I knew you could do that.
I guess I don't really obsess over celebrities. I know Jacob Elordi's pretty up there though.
I have no idea who that is. We're going to look him up. We'll look him up. Okay, so tell me what you like about him. Is it just looks?
Tall, handsome.
It's just looks, okay.
Face. I mean, I've seen his movies. He's good actor.
Well, tell me some movies he's in, because maybe I'll know who he is.
I mainly know him from the one with Joey King. What is it called? Kissing Booth. It's the most corniest movie ever, but I love it. I love him.
So it's mostly looks that you like about him. Let's give me 5 things that you like about him. Just what you're seeing, because you don't know him, right?
Yeah.
But what you're seeing online.
Maybe the face structure.
Okay.
Smile, hair, eyes, nose.
So it's all physical.
I mean, I don't know the man.
Okay. I didn't know if in a movie, if you he had a cute laugh, or, he seems confident or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So if you wanted to try to attract someone like him, what are things that you think that you should do?
Probably I don't know. I feel like I'm doing pretty well, what I'm doing. Just kind of stay active, stay outside. If you're inside, you're not seeing anybody. So
you're right.
You got to stay outside, be mysterious, do things on your own, just walk around everywhere.
Be open to talking to people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just be present in person, online. I mean, just getting yourself out there, really.
Yeah. Now, when you are searching people, what are some of the red flags that you've seen? What's one of the biggest ones that you're looking for?
A lot of mutual followers.
Okay, so, all right. Very important, because when you're on Instagram, right, of course, some people know this. Let's pretend like people don't know this. So you're on Instagram. When you click who follows who, whoever you follow, whoever I follow, we see if there's mutual followers. Okay, so you want to do that to see who they know, to see if your friends know them, to see if they've dated your friends?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me more about that.
Just making sure, I mean, if one of my friends follows someone, I'm like, wait, how do you know her? I'll immediately ask, I don't care. I'm like, how do you know her? Or I'll even ask my friend, have you seen him before? You know him? And the amount of times that I've always gotten a story back, it's usually always 100%.
Yeah, that's really important, because that also helps make sure that it's a real person. So there is benefits to that. There's the red lights, and then there's the green lights, where it's this is a red flag because maybe your friend. The only thing about that, right, when we ask our friends, let's say our friends did date them, or it's somebody that's a friend of a friend, everyone has a different story. So have you ever seen anyone or came across someone that it was a friend and a friend did date them and they said you shouldn't date them, but you still did? Never.
Usually if they've ever had a story like that, I'm going to be
You just kind of stay away from that.
There's plenty other ones.
That's true. That's very, very true. Now, do you ever look to see who they follow other than friends? Let's say they're following something that's political, or they're following, a place that you wouldn't like, or why do they follow that guy? I can't stand that guy online, or anything like that.
Usually I don't go too in depth on people
Okay.
following.
Okay. It's more just to see if you have mutual friends. Okay. So are you on TikTok at all or mostly?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about that with TikTok. When people, is there any dating going on TikTok? How is that?
Yeah, so actually TikTok works so fun. Because like I like run a lot in Newport on the pier, and I see runner like they like I don't know if they like know we're passing each other, but this one time I see this one guy and I recognize him because his like glasses, and I just like saw his video he just posted, and I was like, no way, just saw you mog past. And then like that kind of sparked like a thing, and he like followed me, I followed him back, and we still follow each other till this day. Like we just kind of like keep updated. Like we went on like one running date, but it's kind of fun how like TikTok will link you to people that are like near you.
Okay.
And it's
that started with
interesting to
Tinder.
see.
Tinder was doing that for a while. Yeah, I didn't know that either. 'Cause I've never been on a dating app in my life. I've been with my husband for 23 years before there was texting, dating, any of that. But I'm so intrigued by it, and I think there's so many pros and cons to it. Because before, the only way you met anyone was either in person, or if you had a blind date,
Yeah.
which is kind of what Tinder and all of this is now. They're like blind dates. But you're kind of already deciding if you know what they look like, or excuse me, you're already deciding if what they look like, if you like it. But do you have anyone set you up, like friends or anything that ever is a blind date, or you already have searched them and already know who they are?
I don't think I've ever been set up with a man.
You haven't? No. Well, it's going to happen.
That should be a good idea.
It's going to happen. I'm definitely going to set it. But she is moving to Hawaii, so we're going to have to scope out
Maybe
Hawaii.
We got 6 months.
Oh, we have 6 months. Okay.
6 months.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to start something and then we can't see it through. That's another thing.
Maybe we can find someone in Hawaii.
That's what we'll do.
I already have one in Hawaii, actually.
You do? Here,
24 hours. That was a crazy
Okay,
story,
so tell me what happened with that.
Oh, I met him on Hinge, and then we like hung out one night, had like the funnest night. Like, how do we both have the same camera? We both brought our iPads. We're just like fully being iPad kids like all night. And then yeah, I never saw him again. I thought he ghosted me. And then I guess like a couple days later, he comes back, and then we end up spending like a whole 36 hours together. And I kind of kind of left my friend behind, but like he was fine. He had his own dates too. We were both like, as soon as we touched down in Honolulu, we changed our locations to like that area, and we were just like, but I only had my one boyfriend all the entire time. But
okay,
yeah.
So I'm glad you said ghosted. Let's talk a little bit about ghosting.
Oh yeah.
So tell me your craziest ghosted story where you got ghosted, and then we'll talk about you ghosting someone.
I feel like I don't have any really crazy ghost stories. I mean, like I've never really been like that far into like dating a man where I just didn't just take it as, oh, he's not interested. Like
Okay.
It wasn't like if I gotten close to a couple people, but it's always ended respectfully and mutually. So not too much ghosted. I've only been ghosted by like someone that I was like really like but like we only hung out like twice.
Okay, so that
Good there.
So that is still ghosting, and a lot of times there's the ghost before you even get the date, because most people I talk to, they are searching like right away if they like them. I have I won't say who it is who's in my life, or they'll know who it is, but she was searching for someone before they met, and she found the wrong guy and thought it was him. So she totally said no. And this guy kept messaging her, was after, and then she thinks, oh my gosh, she's stalking me. Well, really, he was a nice guy. It wasn't even him, what she found, right? Long story short, they're together now. They're married.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. He was super persistent. He finally got it out of her. That's the other thing we need to work on, is the art of communication. Because if she just would have said right away to him, who are you? Are you this person? Or even got on the phone. We need to get on the phone again a little bit more. So we hear the person, we see who they are, we give that person a chance before they're already ghosted, because I call it the ghost before the date. And if because some people, they aren't searching properly, especially if they're busy, or, because you're only 24. Let's say someone's like 38, she's divorced, she has a couple children running around, she's trying to search and she's frustrated, and then she's like, oh my gosh, just forget it, and found the wrong guy or whatever. And that's what happened in this situation. But as far as, I wish people would be more open and communicate, because there's a lot of ways where it doesn't hurt people's feelings as bad. I think getting ghosted is very hurtful. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, especially if you think you see something really fun with someone, and then You're like, wait, we had like the best day ever. Like, why are you not texting me back immediately? Like, I would text you back like within the minute.
Yeah. Right. And do you realize too that a lot of times being ghosted has absolutely nothing to do with you? It has to do with that person, because we don't know why they're on that app. If we don't know them, we don't know if they just broke up and then suddenly the girlfriend called and they got back together and they were just trying to play the field. We don't know if it's somebody that's actually in a relationship. Do you have any stories about anyone that's reached out to you and is in a relationship?
No, not good.
Good. Well, that's good. I mean, that's because not that you know, good, because that's a terrible thing when that happens, right? We also want to make sure that whoever it is that we are dating, that we are, because a lot of people, they continually search. I think that that's important at first, because you don't want to put so much time into someone and you don't really know if they are doing different things out there, because I'm sure we hear it all the time, you know, just with different celebs and things like that, sleeping with the nanny, doing this and that. I mean, you can't be on high alert all the time. You have to really, you know, be able to relax and enjoy your partner and trust them. Yeah. But I'd say the first 6 months is important to see. So, you know, you make sure whoever it is that you're with, that they aren't liking other, you know, a bunch of other girls' posts unless they're friends. It's a whole art to whoever, you know, it is that you're dating. Have you had any stories where you were dating someone and they were like talking maybe too much online, DMing other girls, anything like that?
Not to my knowledge. I have, since my ex-boyfriend, I haven't gone into a relationship where I was fully like, okay, we're dating. Like I've talked to people for maybe like a month or two, called it at that. So I haven't really got to that point where I've done that, but that is a really scary thing to think about. And it does stress me out whenever, because I had one guy that I was just like so into. We hung out every single day for like a month, and I was like so sure this is my boyfriend. Like, oh my gosh, yes. We were like New Year's kiss, like so fun. Got like literally like didn't text me the next day after New Year's, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? And it's like you kind of like overthink it. You just get so scared because you're like, wait, I like this person so much, and then you're like, wait, like I don't like having to worry about this. Like maybe I'm not ready for a relationship because I'm so worried about this person. And then, yeah, things ended, and I was right.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, you know, when those things happen. But what's smart for you, though, is you are putting yourself out there. You're trying. You're doing social things. You know, Southern California, it's easier to do that than other parts of the world because it's cold in the winter. So a lot more people are indoors. They aren't outdoors. They aren't doing all these fun things we're doing, because all we want to do is be outside here because it's just so gorgeous, you know, 24/7. But I really want you to, as we move on, because you have 6 months until you move, right? So we want to get you prepared for everything that you're going to do when you are moving, right? With your jobs and different things like that. We also want to get you prepared for whatever you're doing in your relationship. So I want you to, when you go back home, I want you to really search yourself. I want you to look and say, am I showing exactly who I want to be? Does this reflect a good part of me? Your Instagram's really cute, but maybe you want to beef up your LinkedIn a little, because you know you said you're looking for different, you know, things with work. Maybe you want to create a cute little video, because you're amazing on video, right, everyone? We want her to put a video out there that shows, you know, exactly who you are. What would you like to show? About yourself. What's your number one greatest thing about yourself? And none of this is bragging. Okay, no, this is who you are.
I generally have been taking time to reflect about this too, because I've changed so much in the last year. And I do think it's just being able to connect with people.
Okay.
And just kind of be super outgoing. I don't know, I guess I just got to show that I actually do have goals. And I am capable of like a lot. Like I feel like I have just very high, adaptability. Like I feel like I'm able to thrive anywhere, and I just kind of show that. So yeah, definitely gonna go home and reflect upon that, because I just re-downloaded LinkedIn actually like yesterday.
You did? Yeah. Okay, well that's wonderful. I want you to show everything that has to do with why you would be a great mate. You know, because you want to attract the best guy out there for you. Who is that guy?
Yeah.
What do you want? What is it that you're looking for?
Absolutely, it's something that just aligns with my my daily life. You know, like good diet. You got to stay outside. You have to keep active. Because my biggest fear, like in my last relationship, it was just I rotted in bed hours and like 12 hours in the day, like
doing what?
TikTok, phone. watched TV. Like I was so bad. It was like also like during COVID.
Okay.
I was just like in like a really weird space in my life, and then
a lot of people were. COVID was a very strange, odd time. We're so glad that that's over, but it's taken people a while to kind of get out of that too, which is another thing that I'm trying to help everyone do, to where we're getting more social, we're communicating more, because communication is so important. And nowadays, you know, you're growing up, you grew up and, you know, Instagram, you were probably, it's been out 12, 13, 14 years, you know, you were in elementary school. So you're seeing all of this stuff. Everything is out there that we're communicating like this, which is okay as long as it's not 12 hours in bed, like you were just saying, or if it's not where you aren't learning how to actually use your words, you know, talk to people, let them know how you feel. We don't want to be so guarded, like I was just saying, because we want to be open. But at the same time, the first few months, you want to make sure that this person is who they are saying that they are, or that they're reflecting who they want to be. Because at your age, you will change so much from now until later. But what's great about it is when you put a good foundation of who you are and you know who you are and what you want to go towards when you're 24, as the years go on, it just makes it so much easier. And you get, because you're already very confident, but you'll even get so much more confidence then, like, this is who I am, and this is my job, this is my man, these are my children, and that's what I want for you.
Yeah, I love the sound of that. I genuinely do, and life has just been so good lately.
I'm so happy for you. That's great.
Like I'm like so new to life. It's crazy. Like the last year, everything just like new experiences left and right. So that's why I can't say, just everything's so fun. This is fun.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. So at the end, what questions do you have for me? I'm here for you as an open book. You ask me anything that you would want to know, just with life experience, being able to help yourself, you know, online, jobs, anything. Just ask me anything that you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of bad about finding questions on the spot.
Just think of anything. What's the most number one important thing to you right now?
Number one most important thing. Probably just starting over somewhere completely on my own. Just kind of like, do you have any experience in that? Like,
oh, well, that's a great question. Because I have lived in pretty much every hot spot in the country.
Yeah.
I lived in Miami, I've lived in Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton. I was born here in California, lived in Newport Beach, here in Huntington, and I own a place in Las Vegas. So I've been everywhere, right? So going to a new place is exciting. That's also a way where you have to make sure that whoever you're talking to, wherever you're going, is exactly where you're supposed to be, right? Because different places that you live, literally, it could be different blocks. Some are better than others, right? So make sure that you really research where you're going, that if it's going to be close to your job, whatever it is, it's a community that's thriving, because you were saying that you wanted to be outside and outdoors. Make sure that you're picking the right location.
Yeah.
You know, that's really research that. Search, Google search it. Look up the demographics, look up the restaurants, look up the health spots, look up every place you want to be, the community, the running. Are there any running groups? So that you get yourself grounded in a good place with good people. That's the most important for your move.
I love that. Thanks for sharing.
You're very welcome. Well, I'm so happy to have met you. I think that we should meet up again in like a month or so. And I want to see your homework. I want to see what you've done. So what you have to do is you have to beef up your LinkedIn. Okay. I want you to create some sort of post about yourself that you put on that LinkedIn, where you talk about what you do every day for everyone at that restaurant, some of your favorite people that you see in there. You don't have to say their name. You know, do you see regulars?
Yeah.
Okay, talk about the regulars, talk about the experience and how much you love that, and how you are going to start working on, because although you love that, this is what you'd like to do next, and this is what you'd like to do next, and talk about your goals, about how you're going to get there. Okay, that's what I want to see for you. And then do something fun and cute for dating. I want to see that. And then put that on Instagram.
On the Instagram?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on Instagram. Okay, deal?
You do.
Okay, my dear. Thank you so much. It was so wonderful. You're the sweetest thing, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen for you. You're going to really do great things.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was so fun.
Thanks so much for watching. If you love this episode, hit subscribe and don't stop there. Watch the next video. See you on the next episode.